Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Cobra Eagle here. How are we all doing today? Hopefully, we've all been good. Hopefully, the stream is working okay. Looks like we're probably doing all right. You guys are probably just straight up looking at my desktop, which is not really what I want, but let's go ahead and get the game going because I completely forgot to get that moving. So, how's everybody been? Hopefully, we're doing all right. It's been quite a long time, so I'm not expecting that a whole lot of people show up, but that's okay. We will work with what we've got. All right. Hopefully the game doesn't crash, and we are going to get back into the zoo we've been working on for such a long time. All right. Oh, look, I got 100 conservation credits. How ever would I survive? All right. So our guest happiness is not super great. We're probably teetering on them being a little bit upset, but we'll go ahead and see what we can do to figure that out. And we will also get in here and try to make some changes with the aquatic pack because we haven't done anything with that. And we have a lot of different things that we haven't done. And so we want to continue on with this. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and pause the game. A little choppy. It's okay. We will survive. Have to get reused to the controls. It's been a very long time since I've played this, so 72 FPS. Not doing too bad. Let's go ahead and just turn that off. Settings, HUD, and FPS. Just turn that off. Perfect. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this so you guys can see the screen a little bit better. And last time that we were here, I honestly don't even remember what we were doing. I think we had spent time trying to get a general kind of idea of what we were going to do here. We built this station and have this kind of going all the way around. We built another station under here, which I think these were the stations that we were planning on keeping as we went through and did this. Now, I don't know if I intended to put something, because I mean, we could, that'd be pretty cool. Because I could put in a glass barrier right along the edge of this, hopefully. It may not let us do it just because it's super close to the station, but we could put in a glass barrier here and then see what we get, because then we could get the water to like sync up along here and then fill in a lot of space here, which I think is probably what I was trying to do, but I honestly don't remember. It's been such a long time. So, word of advice, if you've played this game and you come back to it after a really long time, it's entirely possible that you'll forget some stuff, which is okay. I just don't really remember what I was planning to do. So, I think in here we were going to do one of the new aquatic animals, maybe not make up, but maybe add in some, one of the, what do you call it? One of the, like penguins or seals or something like that, like right in this area. Because we could bring this path over, have that connect up, and we could even make that it goes over the water that we put in here. And so I think maybe that will be our attempt for today to see kind of what we can do and what kind of plays out here. So let's get in here and start manipulating this. I dipped down below the ground here to make sure that I don't have any train stations, any of my prison, or anything else under there, because this particular zoo, I have been trying to do a lot of three-dimensional stuff. You can see here that we've got that's like really low. Let's go ahead and push that up. I think that got messed with when we were messing around up here, because that's really low. Are snow leopards even happy with that? Where are they? Let's get, that is the male. Let's check your traversable area here. So you guys actually have a fair amount of room. It looks like you're able to escape now? Oh, come on. Really? I really hope that that's just a... Like, it's just telling me that because of whatever, and it's not, we're going to actually have problems with these guys escaping. Because that was a lot of what we ended up dealing with the, what do you call them? The Japanese macaque up here, is we had all of these concrete pillars, or not concrete, sandstone pillars that ended up being climbable. And then the animals were able to basically climb that. And it was causing all kinds of problems. So we're going to just see what happens here. Hopefully this doesn't end up proving to be an absolute nightmare. And if it does, we'll try to find a way to solve it. But I'm not super confident we're going to be able to, because it looks like, much like anything else, it looks like they can just grab a hold of the other side and just like walk through, which is always a kind of an annoying bug, but we'll see what happens. So at any rate, let's go ahead and let's get our terrain tool here, and then let's just do a little bit of pushing. We have it on 30%, and the size is 3, so that should be good. And then let's go ahead and just push this stuff up a little. And you can see it's messing with the snow down below a little bit, so we will have to fix that. I just want to get this pushed up a little bit because it doesn't look the way that I remember it looking. I think I had done some... Yeah, there's definitely... So you can see how high those rocks went. By flattening it out above, we pushed this down. The good thing is there was a lot of like room for the animals still, so it didn't really affect them. But still, I want this to be a little bit more open, because that was kind of the idea. Maybe push this up a little bit here. And then give this a quick little smooth. We'll just have to check above too, just to make sure we didn't completely jack up something up there. All right, so that's good. Now let's go ahead and get our snow in here. Because that was going to put long grass down. We had most of this cave covered with snow. And then we can just put a little bit of soil down in here to darken it up just a little bit. Okay, perfect. So now let's make sure that they are happy with their terrain. They are. That's good. And what's even better is there's a whole bunch of snow throughout this entire habitat. And they're like just at 27%. So that's really kind of insane. And in here, this doesn't look like it got messed with at all. But let's make sure that our... What did I even put in here? Doll sheep. Okay. That our doll sheep are content, and it looks like they are. Their social group. They're trying to hide. They get stressed? Okay, well, I guess we'll have to worry about that at some point later. We'll just see what's going on. All right, so we got a panda that's about to mature. So let's go ahead and we'll just hang out here and do this. We're going to just go ahead and let the game run for just a little bit and see if we can get a little... Oh, my goodness. Oh. See if we can get a couple of things like straightened out, because it's been quite a while since we played. So we just need to make sure that we don't have any major issues going on. And one of the best ways to do that is to let the game play. All right. Then I also want to see if our snow leopards are going to make any escapes. Looks like they're playing. That's cool. And they're done. Well, that was really unexciting. All right, let's do this. And low welfare stress. Trying to hide. Well, there's an entire cave there, so have at it. They're heading this way, so we're going to see if they attempt to escape, or they're just going to lay down. Because the game mechanics, they typically just roll up and like try to escape, and that's it. So hopefully we'll know the answer to this real soon. It's not a guarantee, but it's always something that we could see have happen. All right, so just laying down. That's good. And then we might have the random guests like come down this and then stand here to watch, but probably not. So I think we're actually doing okay. All right, so our panda is about to mature. Once he does, we're just going to... Where the hell is he? Are they getting fed? Is that why they're all running? Yep. There he is. He must have been under a tree or something. Super adorable. Okay. And the reason I'm concerned about the pandas is just because we have like just enough pandas in there to kind of keep them, or to balance out. I clearly haven't done this in a long time because I don't even know what the hell I'm saying. We have, I think, the maximum number of pandas for the social group. And so if we end up with too many more adults, we're going to end up with very upset pandas. We're also going to need to get a whole new series of females in here because we are definitely, we could actually have a lot more adults. So we might end up having to restock. Yeah, I use that term loosely because it makes it sound like they're just whatever, but restock that entire thing with new animals at some point. But okay, so this worked out. Excuse me a sec. All right. So it looks like we're doing okay. We haven't had any like glaring issues. Our snow leopards haven't tried to escape, anything like that. So that's what we're like, hoping for. And we don't want that to be any kind of a problem for our zoo, because then guests will go screaming and running away. What we do need to do, though, is we do need to get power to these stations here, because I don't think either of them have power. No, that's water. Power. I like that the game is still treating these as if they have power, but whatever. Those are just little random errors that the game has, but we are going to need to get some power over here anyway. I don't intend to make this a like a station that we're using yet, but we're going to have to do something to get power over here. So what we might do, just for the time being, just to kind of make the game happy, and then over here we don't even have really anywhere to put power other than like on top. So what we'll probably just do is we will throw down the super nice power, which is solar panels, because they don't have a negative radius. So if we take a look at that, there's no negative radius associated with these, which is great because then we can just plop this down and be done with it. The trick with them, though, is you see how this is just a normal power, and then this is the solar power. The radius is much, much smaller. And you get the similar thing with the wind turbine. It's much smaller. I don't think it is... I think it's about the same size as the two, because you can see... nope, that doesn't show us anything. They're about the same size. The trick with this one is it still does have a negative radius. It's just much smaller, and then so when you get that 50%, it ends up being like a staff building where you can almost put it right on the path as long as you've decorated well enough. Let's see, because if we move this out here, because these will adjust typically, and now if we were to take this and put it, say, over here, oh, I wonder how big that is. Yeah, you can see there that that ring was much smaller. So, but at any rate, Let's go ahead and do this. We're going to plop one of these down. Like I said, actually, you know what? Let me just make it part of the building that's here. And then facilities here. And now that's going to have it raised up just a little. That's okay. Still gets there. The staff should be able to reach that.